Good morning, everybody. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style. It is Thursday already. This week is starting to fly by a little bit.
It is. I'm ready for the weekend.
Yeah, I'm always ready for the weekend. I'm also ready for the food today. I'll tell you, we're really excited to have Passion here. They're going to cook a delicious meal for us. And I have to say thank you to Glenn over at Cool Water Fusion for sending over dessert last night. He's a fan of the show, and we got to get them on the show as well. They made some really good blue corn crusted fried chicken. Never had that before. It was fabulous.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it's really, really good. So, okay, so here's something that's been on my mind, and I just kind of wanted to put it out there because I think a lot of people can relate to this. I don't know if you've been following social media this last week, especially, but obviously this is one of those elections where people's voices are being heard so much sooner than the vote, more so than ever, because of social media being such a big part of every minute of our life. We're always checking our Facebook and our Twitters, and so people are really being very vocal about their opinions. And on one hand, I think it's fabulous that we are really paying attention to the importance of this election and people are really putting out their opinions and their sides. That said, I wish that this was uniting us instead of dividing us, because I'm feeling like there's a lot of anger and a lot of tension and a lot of judgment. And you know, Stephen Michael Casada, who's on the show a lot, he put out a message yesterday saying, look, I put out there who I was voting for, but that doesn't mean that you have to be angry at me for it or try to sway my vote, because that's what the democracy is about, is we're all entitled to our own opinion.
It is, but you know, that's just how it goes. I remember last election, I mean, this is how it is every election year. I mean, even in my family, we're not all on the same page or the same side. We all have different opinions about things. And that's one topic I'm like, this is not allowed to be brought up at the dinner table.
And that's,
because
I think,
it just ends up being a mad, no, it's this way, it's that way. People feel so, you know, when it comes to your beliefs, you're very passionate.
Well, that's why they say religion and politics are the subjects you should avoid. But when you're this close to an election and people want to say, hey, but have you paid attention to this? Or have you heard when Romney said this or when Obama said that? And so people are, I respect that people are putting out information that may wake somebody up and say, oh, I didn't think of that way. But that doesn't mean you should try to persuade people. I know, but
it never does. It's always so heated. It's always heated. But now, of course, it's lighting up the Facebook pages, the Twitter, I mean, everything. It's social media. It's all over social media right now. So.
It is. And you know, and we'll talk more about it, I think, with Elizabeth in the news when we kind of reflect on what happened in this week's debates. But I just think overall, and I'm certainly not anybody that can stand on a soapbox and preach anything, but my advice just as a human being is, you know, put out your opinions, say it, but don't ever judge other people for theirs, because we all have reasons and everything's very subjective. You know, we all grow up in different families, we all grow up with different struggles, and so we have our reasons for believing what we believe, and I think that's what makes this country so beautiful, is that democracy and that right and that freedom that we do have. So, you know, I say vote, I say have an opinion, I say be informed, but don't judge. How about that? Yeah. How do you like that? Okay. That was my platform for the day. Now let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez for this morning's headlines. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning. Gotta agree, you know, social media has changed so much, so much. But let me tell you, ladies, we're going to talk first about a different type of debate going on. Not the presidential debate. This one, a more local debate happening here in Albuquerque. Listen to this. Albuquerque's Environmental Planning Commission will hold a public meeting today about a Walmart that wants to move in over at Coors and Montano. Now, this debate on whether or not the big box store should be built on the west side has been going on for more than a year now. Listen to what's happening. Walmart reps say that the plans for the 98,000 square foot store do comply with city rules. Well, many residents in the area are complaining that the store will just create congestion problems. The city planning department is already recommending against the Walmart. The question now from the Environmental Planning Commission is whether the facility can have full access to Coors Boulevard. And this goes back to a city ordinance which says big box stores must have full access to a major 4-lane road. The Environmental Planning Commission will hold a public meeting today on the Walmart plans. It's going to be at 1 p.m. at the Albuquerque Convention Center. So if you want to voice your concern, head out there. In the next couple of years, Central Avenue in Albuquerque could look a lot different. Right now, the city is thinking of adding 2 lanes just for buses off of Central, mainly through downtown and Nob Hill. The idea is being referred to as the Bus Rapid Transit System, and it would work like a light rail system and would keep the buses on the go and even allow them to change traffic lights. Now, the idea is working in Cleveland, Ohio right now, and the city here is hoping it could work here.
What you're doing, you're attracting riders, and you're bringing them to the destinations in a very timely manner. The downtown, the medical complexes, the University of Mexico.
However, not everyone is thrilled about the proposed bus system because it would cause Central to go down to one lane in each way for cars or possibly take away street parking. Right now, this is all just an idea. It would cost more than $100 million to get this done. We'll let you know what the city decides to do and what direction it decides to move in. How should Albuquerque Public Schools spend $40 million? That's a question that the district wants you to help answer. APS is up against 900 other school districts in the race for the top federal grant contest. The winner gets a whopping $40 million. Right now, the district is working on a plan for how it would spend the money if it won. It's thinking of possibly adding more pre-K classes and trying to improve reading scores. So for the next 2 weeks, the district wants to hear your thoughts on how to spend the money. If you'd like to give your input, just head to our website, krqe.com, and click on news links to learn more about how to give your input. Well, it is going to be another sad day for a family in Albuquerque as they bury their little boy yesterday. You probably remember little Vicente Griego. He died back in August, just a few days after police say Mariano Salas was drunk and driving and then slammed into Griego's car. Well, Vicente's family wanted to wait until yesterday to bury his ashes. That's when Vicente would have turned 3.
Drunk driving is a big issue. I mean, look what it did. It took my son away. And it's just like, I feel like this guy is trying to get away with it, who hurt my son, and he killed him, actually.
Now, Mariano Salas, this guy here, is the suspect. He pleaded not guilty to DWI and vehicular homicide. He is still in jail on a $250,000 bond. If you see a fire burning in the Jemez Mountains today, don't be alarmed. That's because firefighters will continue a controlled burn there. Now, they are going to burn about 1,200 acres in the Santa Fe National Forest that actually started yesterday. They plan on continuing it today, so just a heads up. Don't worry if you see fire in that area. Now, if you are looking for a job, the Partnering for Success job fair could be your ticket. 40 employers will be looking for potential new hires, including UPS, MVD Express, and the U.S. Forest Service. Now, the job fair is being held from 10 to 3 p.m. at the New Mexico Workforce Connection Center. That is over at 501 Mountain Road in the Northwest. It's taking place tomorrow, so head out there. There's more than 700 potential jobs available. 400 of those are permanent positions. And be sure to dress for success and bring your resumes. By the way, computers will be on hand for you to use. That wraps it up for your morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt, Kristen, and myself every weekday morning on KRQE News 13, beginning at 4:30 a.m. All right, Nikki, Kristen, let's send it back to you.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Thanks. I hope a lot of people go out to that job fair and get some jobs. It's so good to know there's opportunity, you know? Yeah. I love to hear that.
And I hope people have some political conversations like me and you just
had. We did. And, it was very, very fair.
It was. We're talking about both sides, like the pros and the cons.
And that's the way to do it.
Heated.
That's the way to do it. Well, here's something very heated. Listen to this.
Yes,
could flaming hot Cheetos be hazardous to your health? An Albuquerque health teacher thinks so and wants the snack food banned from campus. Listen to this. A Lyndon B. Johnson middle school teacher sent a note home with students saying that flamin' hot Cheetos have poor nutritional value, lead to sharing germs, and that the Cheeto-colored fingerprints created a janitorial nightmare. By the way, my mom agrees with that.
Yes.
She's not the only educator, though, who has a beef with the spicy snack food. Apparently, school districts in California are also jumping on that bandwagon.
I think it's because of the mess. I really do. I think those other ones really don't matter. It is. I mean, it does get everywhere.
The orange
we have
fingers.
kids. Oh man, it is a disaster.
I remember as a kid, my mom literally saying to me, "I'm not getting Cheetos because your fingers. I don't want." And we had a white wall in our kitchen, and every time I touched things, she'd be like, "You ate Cheetos."
Yes.
I'm like, "No, I didn't." Like, you can't help it. You're done.
Oh, totally. So, the snacks definitely, they don't really offer nutritional benefits. No. Neither do potato chips or any of that stuff. You know what I mean?
Of course.
But are they really as addictive as the teachers are reporting? Maybe so. The Chicago Tribune reported that new research shows salty, fatty, or sweet foods can create a similar brain response as seen in drug addicts. And I know that once you pop, you can't stop. I mean, that is so So true.
It is true. I can't open a bag of any kind of chip without at least eating more than half the bag.
But
I just can't.
I think they're picking on Cheetos because of the mess.
I do. I have to agree with that. But I know that all of these chips, they are addicting. We say addicting. I don't know if health-wise you can really match it up to a drug addiction. I mean, I think that's getting a little carried away. But the thing is, Flamin' Hot Cheetos aren't the only health hazard that the state of California wants to do away with. Because, listen to this one. This week, a San Francisco suburb banned smoking in apartments and other multifamily homes.
Right. Yeah, this is interesting. The city of San Rafael is one of 9 California municipalities that have outlawed smoking in homes that share walls. So right now, the Golden State bans smoking in restaurant, bars, most workplaces, some city streets, and restricts smoking in cars with children, but now they're thinking about this.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, I know a lot of smokers are not happy with this. I know a lot of non-smokers are very happy with this. The ordinance has basically set the stage for a fierce fight, though, over how far the government can go on regulating people's private lives. And here we go again with another controversial debate. But, you know, I think if it comes to something where you're potentially, you know, harming somebody else, you know, a little child's next to you and you're blowing smoke in their face, I can see somebody in a restaurant saying, hey, not allowed.
Right.
But that, in your own home, I'm not a smoker. I just don't agree with somebody telling you how you should live your life in your own home. I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, you know, that's just tricky. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it depends. I guess if the homes are laid out a certain way, maybe they could have like in hotels, like maybe they could do that whole thing where they divide it up. You know,
that's a good idea. Ordinance. Yeah.
I think that's kind of silly.
I think it's getting a little carried away.
Yeah,
but
a little carried away.
Yeah, speaking of getting carried away, a lot of people are getting ready for the spooky season, and it is Halloween season. I mean, I don't know how it's here already, but if you're looking for a good scare, don't miss the Trail of Fear at Sandia Park in the East Mountains.
Right, that's where you're going to find some ghost goblins and a lot of creepy things that go bump in the night, not just the normal stuff you hear in the woods. And, you know, so obviously the woods are the perfect backdrop for a haunted trail.
Oh, look at that. I mean, I'm already, I get scared at everything. Look at this. Look, I'm like trying to create some sound effects. Okay.
Yes. It is, you know, that to me is creepier. We went to the haunted house last year.
That was fun.
Yeah,
but
we
scary.
Were scared.
We had laryngitis the next week though. Now the haunted trail is Friday night from 7 to 10:30, and it will cost you $7. But hey, it's only $7. It could be worth it. It certainly gets you into the spirit.
I really think it'll be scary in the woods. I mean, I'm already scared out in the woods.
We did the corn maze
too.
too.
Spooky things out there, and that's going to be worse.
Yeah, that corn maze scared me even in the broad daylight. It's I don't know. I think that the whole Halloween concept gives me the creeps, but I still love it. It's fun. It's festive, and you know, if getting into a whole other subject, somebody else I love, we're going to talk about in a moment. Albuquerque native and UFC interim welterweight champion Carlos Condit, who's been on our show. He is showing the world why he loves the land of enchantment. Take a look.
This is downtown Albuquerque. When I was, up-and-coming fighter, supplement my income and scratch out a living, I worked as a bouncer at a lot of clubs down here.
Oh, he is hot. Condon, a.k.a. Natural Born Killer, is preparing for his upcoming title fight against George St. Pierre, and the show UFC Insider actually wanted to highlight Albuquerque, where Condit grew up. How nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All the attention Albuquerque's getting.
No doubt.
Well, Condit takes the cameras to his alma mater, Cibola High School, where his wrestling career began.
I draw a lot of my strength and my motivation from my hometown, and I'm proud that I'm in a position where I can show the world what Albuquerque's all about.
Condit's fight against St. Pierre is November 17th in Montreal. Best of luck to him.
Good luck to Carlos. We're so happy that we can say that we know him. He's so fabulous. And I really, like you just said, I feel like New Mexico, there are just so many things going on, putting us on the map worldwide, not just in the state and not just in the country, but worldwide.
Cool stuff. Maybe people can finally figure out that we are actually a state.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
After all this attention.
Oh yeah, you know, somebody else just told me who just recently moved that they had, was it Ian Schwartz maybe? That he had his first issue.
License. They wouldn't take his license plate in California.
Or Arizona, wasn't it?
Arizona.
Because it was from another country. It was from Mexico. That's what they said. Can you imagine? No, it's New Mexico. We're a state. We're in the country. Yeah. Unbelievable. I know you've had that issue with people too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But another reason to love Albuquerque is the biopark. And this weekend, admission to Albuquerque's biopark will be only half price. Tickets will be $5 for adults and $2.25 for seniors and kids 3 to 12. Pretty cool. Kids 2 and under are always free.
Yep, 8 half-price weekends are scheduled each year, so take advantage of them. They are initiated with biopark. Admission fees were increased earlier this year to pay for maintenance projects.
Look how pretty that is. It's just so gorgeous. You have to get out there. The kids get so fascinated by it, and 2 and under free, you can't lose with that. Now, if you're ready to hit the slopes, are you ready to hit the slopes?
I am.
Oh, you'll want to head north because Colorado's ski season is officially underway.
That's right. Arapahoe Basin is starting its season with an 18-inch base, 1 lift running, and 1 intermediate trail open. The ski area is the first in Colorado to open for the winter, and of course it's located about 68 miles from Denver. So ski season already off to a start in Colorado.
It looks amazing.
It's exciting. I can't wait for the winter.
I really do want to try, but look, I sprained my leg putting my foot in my platform high heel in my bedroom. So it just makes me worry that maybe I'm a little too klutzy for such a sport.
There's always the hot cocoa in the lodge.
The hot cocoa in the lodge never hurts. But it's not quite cold enough for that yet.
Not yet.
We're going to have a warm week, aren't we?
Yeah, it's going to be warm again today. A little less wind, so some good news there. 54 degrees right